All right, so we are going to start. Hold on for a second. All right, let's go ahead and start. All right, so we're going to do a review, okay? All right, so we're going to do a review because I want you all to realize what these candles are doing. Okay, y'all need to be put, y'all need to be on mute, please.
I told you
Oh
I'm
my
not started.
gosh.
Why go away from the
Carl.
Yeah.
Wait, who is that? Oh no, it's not Carl. Tina, let me go ahead and mute everybody. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and I want you all to see the live chart and what this means. The low, the open, the close, and the high. So we're gonna go ahead and go to a chart. All right. We're reviewing right now what we just learned. So I need y'all to be patient with me. All right, so we're going to Trading View. Trading View is paid. We're gonna go to, let me go to another asset. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's go to something I never charted before. Uh, let's do Aave USDT.P. All right. I'm doing Bitcoin because not Bitcoin. I'm doing crypto because it's 24/7 and I want you all to see US and I want you all to see the live candle being that it's open 24/7. So hold on for a second. All right, and let me go ahead and take these off. Hold on for a second. I need to hide these. Let's see. All right. Let me hide these. All right. Let me take this off. All right. And take this off. All right. Were y'all able to see it better this way or this way? Someone take themselves off mute.
I like it the other way.
This way?
This way.
Okay. All right. So let me go to the 1 minute. I want to go to the 1 minute because I want to show you all how a candle opens, where it opens at, where it closes. Hold on. Wait, because this is the 1 minute chart, so I have to stretch it out for you all. All right, so we're gonna watch this candle live because I want to make sure that you all are getting this. All right. All right, so when we look at the candle before it, right, what it did is it opened up from the bottom, and then what it did is it traveled all the way to the top where we see, okay, being that this is a 1 minute, let's actually not 1 minute, let's go to, because it's moving a little bit too fast as I'm explaining it. I'll go to the 1 hour. All right. Now this candle has 43 minutes on it before it closes. So we'll see when it closes and how it does. All right. But I think it's going to close in the red. So it's going to be closing down from what it looks like. All right. So the candle that's not live is the one next to it. So what it did is it opened from the top, right? So the top of, not the top of this wick, but right here is where it opened, right? Right here's where it opened, and somewhere down the line, right? Somewhere down the line, there's a wick down here. It went up here, right? I mean, it went down there, and somewhere down the line, this was the top, the highest point that it went. This is the lowest point that it went because there's a little wick over here, right? So red candles open up from the top, right? This is open from the top, right? And then it travels. This was where it says that it traveled somewhere, it traveled to the top and then traveled to the bottom, but then it closed right down here. So this is where we're not talking about the live candle. We're talking about this candle right here. So red candles open up from the top and they close at the bottom. So this is the bottom, but these wicks right here tell you where it traveled at, okay? It's telling you where it's traveled at. So there's a story over here, all right? It got a long tail right here, this wick right here, because that was the buyers buying it up right here. But the buyers didn't win. The sellers did. So people were selling off, and that's why the asset is down here. People were selling off. But then on this candle right here, right? Once this candle is closed, then we'll see what the open and close is. But now these are buyers right here. That wick that you see on the bottom, those are the sellers. But right now we see, and then you see it going down, the body getting small. That's the sellers selling off. So we have to see if the buyers are going to be able to win this battle. So each can't, okay, the buyers lost. The sellers are in, they ate the whole body, but it's still a war going on because we're going to see. When we did the Candlestick Bible, we seen a doji, which is a indecision candle. But this candle is not closed yet. We have 40 minutes for this candle to close, right? Now with this green candle right here, right? It opens from the bottom. It opened right here and it closed at the top right here.
Which
When you
green
see
candle toward the right?
right here, yeah, the next candle right here. Not these two red candles, but the next green candle right here. Where do you see my this
Yes.
thing that I'm moving? Yeah, I'm
Yes.
right here. All right. So with green candles, they open up from the bottom and they close at the top. So that's what happened. All right. So some way, somehow, right, with this 1 hour candle, it traveled down here, right? But then the buyers got in and they bought it up, right? They bought it up here, but then the sellers knocked it down, and this is where it closed. So when you're dealing with green candles or candles that are going up, they open from the bottom, close at the top. Let's take a look at a 1 minute candle and see what story it's telling right here. All right. So we got, okay. So 1 minute we had the buyers. They thought they were going to have this, but apparently they didn't. The sellers came in and they selling off. So that's people that are in, they bought the asset, they bought the cryptocurrency, and this is the same thing that happens in the stock market. You buy the asset, and when people start selling off, right? When people start selling off, then you see a red candle. That's people selling. Right here, where you see this green candle, people were buying it up and they bought it all the way up here. There was no resistance from the sellers. You don't see no sellers over here on this 1 minute candle. This was all buyers, this green. Over here is the sellers. The sellers brought it lower, right? The buyers tried to bring it back up again, but the sellers quickly brought it back down. And so the sellers are present right here. And that's what each candle is telling you. All right. So I just wanted to get that out the way. But we see a lot of selling off. Now, once you learn how to read the candles, you can make money both ways, whether it's going up or down. That's the same way with the stock market. You could bet that it's going down and you're going to make money while it's going down. You could bet that it's going up and you can make money while it's going up. All right, so that's how it happened. All right, and that's how you'll know that when it opens at the bottom and closes at the top, right here, this right here, this white body right here, that's the green candle. The red candle opens up from the top and closes at the bottom. Some people like to have white candles, blue candles, it doesn't matter, just as long as you know what it's doing. All right, so now let's go to, all right, so we see the long and the short. All right, we've seen a couple of these candles right here. We've seen the long upper shadow and the long lower shadow. So I'm going to try to find these bars right here. This is long versus short. Long meaning the green candle is going up, the short meaning the red candle going down. All right, so we got, I don't know why this disappeared. Okay, there it goes. So we got the long candle is right here. This is what you call long. So when you hear someone saying they're going long, that means that they're expecting the asset to go up. So they're going long. When you hear someone say they're going short, that means that they're betting that it's going down. All right. Let's go ahead and look for these long shadows right here, which you all already seen some of these tails. All right, we got this tail right here, these wicks. We have the lower shadow right there and the upper shadow. And that's the tops. That's the stick that's on top and the stick that's on the bottom. But let's go to another. All right. Let's go ahead and find the bearish engulfing bar. Right? The bearish engulfing bar. That means that we need to find a small green candle and a bigger red candle that is engulfing the green candle. So it's hovering over the green candle. And that's what you call a bearish engulfing candle. Usually when you see this at the top of a chart, that means you can expect, we're assuming that it's going to go down. So bearish engulfing bar, I would say this one right here, these two right here. This candle right here is bigger than the green candle. Soon as that happened, we started going down. And this is the 1 minute right here. So we started going down. Let me get off of this 1 minute so that we can actually see another. Okay. All right. Let me find a bearish engulfing candle. On this side. All right, no, this is not above this one right here. Let's take a look. Where is there? This is, even though this one is not small, but this is hovering over that candle, but not by a lot. So it's not always going to be perfect. Let's see. Let me look at another time frame. Maybe the 1 hour. I'm trying to find a perfect one. A perfect bearish engulfing candle. Let's see. All right. This wouldn't be it because it has to hover over, this red candle has to hover over the green smaller candle. It's almost like it. That's what I'm saying. You might not always get it perfect. Let's see. This one right here, it's kinda, but it's not. It's still hovering over it. Like most of the body is bigger than the green, but you're not always going to get this bearish engulfing candle perfectly, but they are let's see. Let me take a look at this one. This is 1 hour, 2 hours. Um, what I should have did is I should have did a little bit more research and found these on my own before the class, but all right, we're moving on. I can't find a perfect one. Okay. So this is how it looks. Usually it comes up, hold on for a second. Usually it comes up on the top of an uptrend and then it switches over to a downtrend. All right, so this is the bullish engulfing bar. That's where it's a red small candle and it's engulfed by the green candle. So remember, the green opens up from the bottom, closes at the top. So let's go ahead and try to find this candle in the scenario of a downtrend. So let me go ahead and look at some of the downtrends that we have here. All right, this was a, wait, hold on. This was a downtrend. Okay. So we have an engulfing candle right here. It doesn't have to be perfect. We see a wick over here, but this right here, do y'all see this? This is hovering over the green, over the red candle, and this was on the downtrend, right? So it went up a little bit after that green candle showed up. It went up a little bit, and then it went back down. So sometimes looking at these patterns, you'll be able to tell, okay, if it's at the end of a downtrend right here, you're going to be able to see that you have a lot of buying right here, a lot of buying pressure. So that means that over here, the sellers were getting weak. And then out came the buyers and started buying it up. And they still continue buying it up. The seller right here in the red, they tried it, but they weren't strong enough. We still got buying over here, and finally the sellers regained control right here. So I'm on the hour time frame. So each of these candles are an hour. And we'll be talking about time frames later on and why it's important. All right, let's go ahead, and this is one of my favorite candles. It's really easy to spot. Let's go ahead and look for a doji. This is an indecision candle, and what it is it opens up and closes in the same spot. Y'all see the highest point, the lowest point. So let's go ahead and find a doji. Like the way it has it in the picture. They said usually you have a doji either on the top or on the bottom, and it kind of does a reverse of the trend. Here goes a doji. All right. We were right here heading to the top. And then right here we have a doji. All right, an indecision candle. That means the buyers and the sellers didn't win this one. We didn't know where the market was going. It was indecisive. But then we have another doji right here, and then we have this bigger candle, and the selling starts. There we go, right there. So that's a indecision candle, doji. Right here we got a dragon doji. So this was the doji, and this is a dragon doji. The dragon doji has a long tail at the bottom. Now let's take a look at, all right. So a dragon doji is supposed to be bullish. So this is interpreted as a bullish doji, as a bullish, all right, here we go. So let's go ahead and find a dragon doji, all right, from a downtrend to reverse to go to the uptrend. Let me see. So remember, we have to look for downtrends. This was a downtrend right here. All right. So, all right. Let's see. Okay, let's see. We need that Dragon Doji. Where are you at? Let me go to a bigger time frame, like the daily. All right, let's go ahead and look. All right, so okay, so y'all see this? I found it. Here goes the Dragon Doji right here. All right, it started. It came up on a downtrend, and here we go, the Dragon Doji. That means that this long tail means that the sellers they tried to beat the buyers, but at the end of the day, the buyers won. They kept this candle green and on top, and that caused a reversal. All right, so that means that these are daily candles, right? So that means every day, right after this daily candle, this is one day. This was Friday the 5th, right? Friday, July the 5th. Then this was the 6th. Yeah, the sellers came in. They tried to bring it down, but after that, they lost. They lost for a couple of days. All right. So let's go ahead and look for The gravestone doji. All right, and usually we'll see the gravestone doji at the end of an uptrend. All right, let's take a look where the gravestone doji's at. And here goes the gravestone doji right here. Well, no, actually, that's not a perfect gravestone doji, but it has to have like a thin, but it's not always going to be perfect. But let me try to find a perfect gravestone doji. Let's see. This would have been kind of like a good one, but it's not perfect. So sometimes when you're trading, it's not always going to be perfect, these patterns. But here we go. We have a gravestone doji right here. It doesn't matter if it's green, if it's like this, that's considered to be a gravestone doji. And that called for a reversal to the downside. But then, like I said, they regained. The buyers regained. But that one, let me see. This probably would have been a good gravestone doji, but it's not perfect because there's still a little meat. There's still a little meat on those bones. The gravestone has a very thin body, hardly not no meat at all. So let's see what else I can find. It's at the top. Nope. The top of this. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and look for a morning star. That means that we have a red candle, right? And when you see this on the end of a downtrend, right? You see a red candle, right? And then you see it could be anything in the middle, but um it's not always going to be perfect, but you'll see the red candle, the maybe like a doji, and then a bigger green candle, which is the bullish candle. So this is called the morning star. Let me see if I can find it. All right, this is the daily. All right, so this wasn't a big bar right here. Let me try to find it. Okay, so this is not it right there. Let me try to see if I could switch this to a 2-day and maybe I'll see it. Uh, this probably would have been one, but it's not perfect. Let's see. Nope. That was a big bar. I'm trying to look for the big bar morning star. Let me try to see if I could look at another time frame. Let me take a look at the 30-minute and see if I can find one of those bars. The morning star. It's best when it's, see, at the bottom of a downtrend. Let's see. All right, so next time I'll just do this research and just screenshot it. But right now, let me take a look. This ain't it because it has to have a little bar in between it. Let me try to see if I could. This would have been okay too, but no, this is not a morning star. But we got some big moves over here. So I'll have to find these so that you can see how it looks like in the real life chart. You all can see how it looks like in here, but I also wanted to do it on a chart. All right. So we got the bullish right here. Okay, we did that one. Well, we tried to find that one. Okay, so this one is the evening star. So you have the big green bullish candle with the middle candle be like hovering a little bit to the top, and then the second candle is heading down. And this is what it looks like. This is the evening star. We have it at usually if it appears on an uptrend, at the end of an uptrend, then that signals that it's going down. So let's try to see if we can find the evening star on the live chart from an uptrend. So let's see. You got a big bar right here. Now it doesn't matter the colors, right? But it just has to look like the evening star. So I would say this is not perfect right here, but it's not same as this because I would have wanted a bigger bar for the red. Let me take a look at another time frame and see if we would get the bar. This is a 30-minute. Let me try to see if, let me see, this is August 8th. Let me see if I change it to an hour, if it shows us the morning star. Let me see, August 8th, Thursday. All right, August 8th, Thursday. All right, let's take a look here. This is August 8th, wait, August, oh, this is not it. Okay, hold on. This is Sunday, August 4th. That's August 8th. Let's go ahead and, oh, hold on. Let me see if my partner is showing me where it's at. Hold on. Let's see. Uh, oh, oh, you know what? I went over. Okay, that's what she was telling me. I went over. It's 8:46. Okay, we were just supposed to be reviewing, but okay. Let me at least give you all. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and find these myself the next class. But I at least want to leave you all because I usually just do 30 minutes with you all because I don't want to take your time. So let me at least give you all the hold on, the hammer. Hold on for a second. All right, no, it's not this one. It's the hammer. Okay, so here we go. All right. So the hammer candlestick is created when the open, high, and close are roughly the same price. It is also characterized by a long lower shadow that indicates a bullish rejection from buyers and their intention to push the market higher. All right, so this is the hammer, also known as the pin bar. This is the lower shadow. All right, the closing price is not like the dragon doji where it's together in a thin line, this has a little meat on the bones. So the closing price is right there at the top. The opening price is right there at right here where the arrows are pointing. Right, this candle forms when sellers push the market lower after the open, but they get rejected by buyers, so the market closes higher than the lowest price. So right here is where the buyers brought it up. First, the sellers try to bring it all the way down, but they failed. As you can see, the market was trending down, right? And then that hammer, and a lot of people, a lot of traders, some of them trade hammers, some of them trade morning stars, evening stars. So some people are pattern traders where once they see this signal, they're going in. They know that there's going to be a reversal. And sometimes that's how it plays out. But there's other things that you have to use. You can't just only rely on patterns. All right. So as you can see, the market was trending down. The formation of the hammer pin bar was a significant reversal pattern. The long shadow represents the high buying pressure from this point. Sellers were trying to push the market lower, but in that level, the buying power was more powerful than the selling pressure, which results in a trend reversal. The most important to understand is the psychology behind the formation of this pattern. If you can understand how and why it was created, you will be able to predict the market direction with high accuracy. We will talk about how to trade pattern and how to filter the signal in the next chapters. All right, so the next chapters, we're going to go over the shooting star. And I am sorry, next week, I really do want to go over, I'm just going to go find the patterns myself so that I don't do it in class because I do want to have this class where it's, hold on for a second, where this class is only 30 minutes because I want you all to retain the information. All right, so let me go ahead and stop recording.